Hello children, welcome to computer class. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. Children, in today's video I'm going to start a new chapter, a very interesting one. So in my last videos I taught you about different parts of computer, about different uses of computer, why we call computer a machine, many do's and don'ts, what we should do with the computer, what not, what are the rules we have to follow, about those we have learned, and also about computer mouse we have learned, right? But in today's video I am going to tell you about keyboard. So children, everyone look at your screen. This is the picture of a computer system. This is a picture of a computer system. You can see, children, here what you can see: keyboard is there, CPU is there, monitor is there, mouse is there. So these are the four main parts of computer. These are the four main parts of computer: monitor, CPU, keyboard and mouse. These are the four main parts of computer. So what is mouse? We know that it's a pointing device. To point at any items and icon we use mouse. For drawing and coloring pictures also we use mouse. Now today I'm going to explain you about keyboard. What is keyboard? So first thing that you have to know, that keyboard is also one of the main part of computer. Okay? So this is also one of the main part of computer. So children, let me show you picture first. So this is the picture of a keyboard. First you have to know what is keyboard, right? So this is one of the main part of computer. Now children, as you write in your copy or any notebook with the help of your pencil or pen, correct? We write on copies and notebook with the help of our pen or pencil. So for writing on computer, can we use pen or pencil? Can you write with the help of your pen or pencil on computer? No, it's not possible. We cannot write on computer with the help of pen or pencil. For writing, we have to use keyboard. Instead of using pen or pencil, we have to use keyboard. Okay? So a keyboard is an input device. So it's an input device that uses an arrangement of keys or buttons that have letters, numbers or symbols that when pressed the letter on the keyboard then shows up on the screen. So children, whatever we write on monitor screen, whatever we write on computer, whatever gets displayed on monitor screen, so this writing we do with the help of keyboard. Without keyboard we won't be able to write anything on computer. It's not possible to write on computer without keyboard. Okay? Because as we cannot use pen or pencil on computer, with the help of pen or pencil, if you move your pen or pencil on monitor screen, you won't be able to write anything. The screen glass will get scratched. Okay? So for that we are having this device, keyboard, for writing purpose only. Only for writing on computer or laptop. Okay? So how do we write on keyboard? So children, first you see some pictures. Let me show you some pictures. So different types of keyboards are there that I will tell you later. So children, in this picture you can clearly see that many small buttons are there on the keyboard. Some are numbers, in some buttons numbers are written, in some buttons alphabets are written. Okay, at the top you will see F1, F2, F3, F4. These are all function buttons. So different at the side also you will get number buttons. Now here you can see some other function buttons. So in this picture you can see many small buttons are there on the keyboard. So what are these? What kind of buttons are this? So these are all keyboard buttons. That means these are all keys of the keyboard. Please do remember these buttons are keys of the keyboard. These are all keys of the keyboard. Okay. So with the help of these buttons or with the help of these keys we can write anything on computer. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to just press the keys of this keyboard. We have to just press keys of this keyboard. Okay, we can type anything by pressing the keys on the keyboard of a computer. We can type anything. If you want to write your name, if you want to write your address, if you want to write any story, if you want to write anything, it can be anything, any sentence, any word. If you want to do sums, that time you have to press keys of the keyboard. By pressing the keys on the keyboard you can write anything on computer. I repeat, we can write anything on computer by pressing the keys on the keyboard. Okay, so here you can see different types of keys are there. Different types of keys are there. Regarding these keys and the functions of these keys I will explain you. But first, the first thing that you have to understand that this keyboard is one of the main part of computer. This is one of the main and very vital part of computer. Okay, not only that, whatever we write on computer we write with the help of the keyboard. Okay, so you can see the picture of the keyboard, and also it's an input device. This keyboard is also an input device. So here you can see a keyboard is an input device that uses an arrangement of a key or buttons that have letters, numbers or symbols that when press the letter on the keyboard then shows up on the screen. Now to display some symbols you need to press combination of keys then the symbol you desire to display on the screen. So if you want to write your name you have to use some other keys. If you want to write numbers you have to use some other keys. If you want to give any symbols you have to use some other keys. So that I will explain you what we have to use for writing letters, for writing numbers and symbols. So the first thing that you have to remember that keyboard is one of the main part of computer, and for writing on computer we have to use keyboard instead of pencil or pen. Okay, and when we can type by pressing the keys on the keyboard of a computer. And this typing means writing. As we write on copy, similarly we type on computer. It is same as writing. Typing means writing. So when we are pressing the keys of the keyboard, keys means these buttons of this keyboard, that means we are typing on keyboard. That means we are writing on keyboard. And your writing gets flashed, get displayed on monitor screen. Now children, the next thing that you have to understand, that there are different types of keys are there. So these buttons, this thing you have understood, I hope, that the buttons that you see on the keyboard, these are all keys of the keyboard. Okay, so children, for writing purpose, for writing anything on computer, we have to use all these keys. Among these keys, some are alphabet keys, some are number keys, some are there is a space bar key, enter key, backspace key, delete key, arrow keys, and many more. So different types of keys are there, and all these keys are having its own particular function. So children, let me tell you first. So for writing alphabets, for writing any alphabets, you have to use alphabet keys. Okay, you know alphabets from A to Z, letters. So for writing anything, any sentence or any story or your name or your address, for writing any letters, you have to use alphabet keys. Now for writing numbers, you have to use number keys. Space bar key is also having some different function. Enter key is also having some different function. Backspace key is also having some different function. Delete key, arrow key, these are also having some different functions. So regarding these keys, I will explain you in my next video. But today, let me tell you that there are different keys are there on the keyboard, and these keys are different keys are there on the keyboard, and all these keys are having its own specific function. Okay, so you can write anything on keyboard, you can write any letters, you can write any numbers. Okay, now children, here you can see a very colorful keyboard. So these are all, this type of keyboards are called gaming keyboard. This type of keyboards are called gaming keyboard. Okay, let me show you some other pictures. Here also you can see alphabet keys, number keys, function keys, many keys are there. But children, in today's video, I'm not going to explain you regarding the function of these keys. That I will explain in my next videos. Okay, but today the main thing, the basic thing you have to understand, that what is keyboard. Okay, the basic things you have to understand, what is keyboard. This is a computer keyboard. This is one of the main part of computer. It's an input device. So children, I'm writing number 1, main parts of computer. One of the main part of computer. Okay, this is the first thing you have to understand, that keyboard is one of the main part of computer. Now, keyboard is an input device. Why we are calling it input device? Because whatever you are writing on computer, everything gets visible on monitor screen. That means whatever you are writing, everything gets processed inside the CPU. You are giving some information to the computer that my name is this, or my name is uh, Raja, or my name is Rosie. You're giving such kind of information to the computer, and computer is processing these things, your information, whatever you're providing to the computer. All this these are getting processed inside the CPU, and that is only that your information only you're getting displayed on monitor screen. So we are giving information to the computer, that means we are sending information to the computer, and computer is processing these things, your information, and showing you on the monitor screen. This the same thing, whatever you're writing or you're pressing on computer or you're typing on keyboard, that in, that is getting displayed on monitor screen. Okay, so that's why we call it input device. Okay, now for writing purpose we use keyboard. For writing anything we use keyboard. That means we on type on the keyboard for writing anything. We type on the keyboard for writing anything. Type on the keyboard. Okay, and one more information, that these buttons are called keys of the keyboard. These buttons that you see, these buttons are called keys of the keyboard. Okay, so these things you have to understand first, that it's keyboard is one of the main part of computer. The buttons that you see on the keyboard are called keys of the keyboard. Keyboard is an input device, and we can type by pressing the keys of the keyboard. Okay, so these four things you have to understand first. So this is one of the main part of computer, and whatever I explained you today, that is the basic part of this chapter. Okay, so that you have to understand first, and regarding the functions of the different keys, that I will explain you in my next videos. Okay, so watch the video and go through the chapter, that you go through the chapter in your book nicely, then you will get more clear idea. And I send you some PDF along with this video. See the PDF. That PDF you don't have to write in your copy, that is just for your understanding. Go through the PDF, go through the chapter, and watch the video. Okay children, in my next video I'm going to explain you about the different functions of the keys. Till then, take care of yourself and your family. Thank you. Bye bye.